Happy New Year's Eve. We are doing a review of Dangerous Liaisons, which is a film I watch at least once a year around this time, along with Amadeus and Planet of the Apes, and sometimes I can get Dark City or They Live In as well. Kind of an all kind of smorgasbord of wonderful movies, and...
Wow, Dark City.
And
I love that movie.
And I didn't know if Eric had seen this. He said he'd only seen it once. And he talked about the play. And here we go.
Les Liaisons, yes. Well, the film, I guess, is adapted from the stage play.
Yeah.
It even said it in the credits. And from a novel that was a pretty scandalous novel in its day. Kind of like Tom Jones in Britain. This is Les Liaisons in
the frogs,
France.
for the frogs, yeah.
Yeah. It's a really racy kind of, the 50 Shades of Grey of its time or whatever.
Oh, I think this is way better than that.
Well, yeah,
as a
but
movie,
I mean,
the
content and the appeal of it.
Yes.
Not so much the story of it.
I was like, oh.
No, but...
Ooh, you're throwing mud already.
Just the image and the reputation of, everybody has to read Les Liaisons because it's so...
scandalous.
Yes. And
so, what did you think of the movie?
Oh, the movie's great. I mean, how do you go wrong, man? It's a great cast.
Which is?
Very well directed.
Glenn Close.
John
Malkovich.
Uma Thurman. Michelle Pfeiffer. I mean, come on.
Even Susie Kurtz.
Keanu Reeves.
And Peter Capaldi.
Yes.
Fucking Dr. Motherfucking Who.
I mean, come on, man. And it's another one of those really just nicely done period films that isn't, pseudo-period.
Yes. Oh, look at us. Oh, we're doing a period piece. Oh,
right. I mean, you see those pseudo-period things.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Where they're in the period costumes, but they're more or less speaking contemporary language.
Yeah.
It's not written in period, old world language, whatever.
Yes.
I mean, one of the worst examples, Wild Wild West, right? The Will Smith thing.
Well, that's a whole other movie. That's a whole other... I can talk about that metal spider for hours, but anyway.
Right. I mean,
that was
pseudo-period.
Yes, that was a producer or studio. We got to have a metal spider, and whatever property to get to it. But anyway.
Right.
So back to this.
But no, this was good, and
this is excellent, even beyond Uma's tits. Okay, this is just an excellent sort of how do I put this, like real world, or at least, or is this more like people that are bored and don't have anything else better to do?
This was written 400 years ago.
Yeah,
300, something like that. And the themes and everything in it are all still relevant. It's like,
now is this
we're
just
still dealing with the same kind of issues.
Yes. Is this just rich people that are bored? Because they all are. Well,
there was that in those days.
Yes.
In Europe especially with the affluent.
Yes.
They tended to live a little bit more on. Like.
Now, do you think it was because? How do I put this? Especially with the Count, that life had gotten boring quickly, and they were just looking for something new to do, get a new high, get a new fix.
Yeah. Yeah.
A new sensation.
Yeah.
Like today. So what's the problem? Why do we still have these issues?
Because we haven't learned from whatever, or we're... It's just the way people are, man. It's just people.
There you go.
It's fucking people is what it is.
Now, is it...
I mean, because if you look at, again, something similar in the Tom Jones thing, when the strapping young American boy shows up in London and gets up in the social circle of London, all these British socialites want to bang him.
all those inbred.
Oh, the
yeah.
American strapping
Yeah.
boy, whatever, and then all of them want to bang him.
Yeah.
And it's, the same kind of shit, man.
So,
And it's about the same period,
now we both made fun of everything that John Malkovich said during the movie.
Oh, yeah.
Just completely canned and just like, how does anybody fall for this stuff? And then I talked about, sharing the Requiem for Methuselah, the poetry out of there. I've used that before, and it's just like they all fall for it, and I'm like, seriously?
Right.
So then you kind of lose respect for him
That
because
actually worked.
right?
Right.
Oh yeah, and so it's just, I don't know. Do you feel sorry for John Malkovich's character? Do you actually?
Do I feel sorry for him?
In the end, or did he should have found out when he had it and not let go of it? What do you think? Because I mean, between Uma and Michelle, what's he going after? What's so important about?
Dude, flip a coin, man.
Right?
But no, what he had with Michelle Pfeiffer,
Her character, yes.
the character, and what Valmont had with her, I think he was scared of it
Okay.
because he walked away from it.
Now, do you think that Glenn Close was
I
right?
I mean, I don't want to say commitment issues, but
Do
know what I mean?
But do you think Glenn Close was right that it was vanity, that he couldn't appear to look weak or
That too.
Yeah.
Yeah. He, because he couldn't be like perceived to be tied down to
Yeah.
this,
this woman?
which,
Oh geez, huh?
oh gee darn,
Right. Michelle Pfeiffer, and then your side piece is a young Uma Thurman.
Are you kidding me?
Jesus, Mother
But,
Mary.
He-
So do you think it's a very much a feminist movie, especially the Glenn Close character?
Not necessarily.
But she's the
I mean, there is a whole lot of
man hate
male-female dynamic going on
and
in
a
it,
lot of man hate
on
coming
both
from
sides.
and a lot of man hate coming from Glenn Close.
Oh, yeah, but
Yeah.
on both sides. But I mean, she's been around the block a few times herself. She's no spring chicken.
Yeah.
So it's not that far-fetched
No,
for a
I'm
woman
just-
like
I'm
that
just,
to
yeah,
have that kind of an attitude.
Yeah, saying.
I don't know that it was like intentional feminism, but I'm sure it was taken straight out of the book too, and the play.
And we also talked about how these were things that were thoughts in this time frame as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, people think we've come so far and standards have changed and it ain't no different.
No.
It's not.
It's just the
And
same
that's what
thing.
makes this so, that's what makes it speak to us, is because this is a piece of fiction from the period that it was written in,
Yeah.
that it takes place in, that
Still resonates.
That still resonates, yes. I mean, very much like all the Shakespeares, but there's more to it. There's way more out there than that.
Yeah.
And when you find something like this and you think, oh my goodness, this was written in the 17th century.
Yeah.
Really?
This could be.
This could be right now today. Somebody could have come up with it yesterday.
Yeah.
And so
it's
a look at the human condition, I think.
And is it
in many ways?
Are we going to go to that
sexually
timeless?
And
are we going to go to that timeless thing? That timeless.
Oh, absolutely.
Level? Yeah.
Because I mean, look at what it is still out there and still relevant.
Yeah.
And my first wife did a production of the play many years ago, and I was familiar with it through that too. But yeah, there's a reason it's been produced and brought to us like this.
So, would you recommend this movie?
Oh, absolutely.
Not the nudity, but just because it's such a.
Well, there's very little of that even in it.
And I originally saw it on a TV, and I was like, "What the hell is this?"
Yeah.
And the whole last half hour is just what you've been waiting for. as you say, drawing to the curtain.
Yeah, because they do. It just really drives to the curtain at the end. Wow. But no, it's again another one of those kind of like, well, with the photography, it's really nicely done all the way around. It's just a well-crafted film, and very much like Amadeus, with especially with the photography, very much like blank. But we'll get fix this in post. But
we're doing it live. No. But yeah, so this is a movie every year kind of thing, don't you think? Or do you think it's a little morbid that I watch it every year?
Well, you got some pretty funky traditions, but but it is a film that is rewatchable for sure.
Oh yeah,
and you could revisit it and come back to it from time to time. Why not? And so yeah, make it your New Year's tradition. Ring it in with John Malkovich and Glenn Close, Michelle Pfeiffer, Uma Thurman,
and Peter Capaldi. And with that, like, share, and subscribe.